Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Nando. Just got a phone call earlier with some bad news that I lost a good friend of mine today. And it sucks because I've known him for a really long time. He was battling with some health issues, right around Thanksgiving time. And it's I can't even really put into words. So he was put on life support, and they had a conversation about possibly taking him off life support. And Mom never ended up doing it because he was strong enough, he was getting stronger and able to fight on his own. So now we fast forward to last night, where he just ended up passing on his own in his sleep. I just feel so fucking terrible for the mother, for his mom and immediate family. It hits you because he would give you the shirt off his fucking back and wouldn't ask for anything in return. That was just him. He was the man. He was the fucking man. I know there's talks about wanting to do celebration of life coming up soon. Details are obviously very hazy right now. I'm not, I wasn't ignorant at all. I knew what was, potentially about to happen. But again, I thought he was getting stronger. And, man, even the confirmation of knowing it, it still hits you right in the feels, right in the chest. Man. That's why it's important, so paramount to take care of yourself and do what you need to do to make sure that you see tomorrow. Whether it's the little things, whether it's telling your friend or mother or loved one that you love them, and just saying please and thank you, and they definitely took the wrong one. They took the wrong guy. I think they made a mistake. I'm convinced they made a mistake. He always had the biggest Kool-Aid fucking smile on his face. That was him. When he entered a room, he had a way of just lighting up a room. Literally. And he was loved in so many circles. So many circles. Like, he just had a way of carrying himself You know, not to over embellish the situation, but he just had a way, you know, he just had a, it was genuine. It was genuine about his actions, and people bought into it, you know. Certainly a brother in arms. You know, when I first heard the news of his health issues, you know, I cried like a baby. I cried like a fucking baby. And I never cry. I never cry. And that just, you know, it just goes to show the impact on people that they can make on when you do the right thing and when you matter, when things like that matter, you know, it permeates throughout. Yeah, he will definitely be missed for sure. You know, nothing like receiving news like that while at work. So, just trying to carry about my day. And, you know, and just be happy. Just be happy, man. And you know, I'm extremely grateful for knowing him and being friends with him for quite some time. And, you know, I'm also thankful for the fact that I got to say my goodbyes to him while he was in the hospital before he checked out. You know, I just went over to him. I stopped over for about 20, 30 minutes. During that visit, it was hard to see him. It was hard to see him in that state. You know, it was, I was briefed beforehand. I was briefed beforehand. You know, I knew that was clear. He was clearly a shell of himself in that state. You know, I just grabbed his hand and squeezed and said, you know, hey, I love you, man. And when I said his name, I was convinced that he popped up. And I was convinced that he was listening to me. Yeah. Yeah, it's, yeah, it certainly makes me a lot more appreciative of little things. You know, it's of relationships and friendships and you know, and where to go from there. I was telling you know, my group of friends that, you know, listen, tomorrow is not promised. Clearly, that, you know, it could essentially bring folks closer. In my mind, I think it has. I think it has. You know, I'm not saying to use his name as a stepping stool for that. That's not what I'm saying, because a lot of us have known him before that. But by hook or by crook, it will indeed bring people closer. And that's the end goal for me, is to just bring people closer and work on those lost relations that have gone by the wayside by way of, you know, just life getting in the way. You know? And I think it's important that, you know, you reach out to those friends. Be the bigger person. Be the bigger person. A phone works two ways, I understand, yes. You know, just reach on out. There's no sense in being in an impasse, being at such an impasse because I haven't heard from this person, and thus I'll create this friction by not. No. Life's too short. Life is way too short. Live each and every day like it's your last. You know, you gotta honestly just put your best foot forward. I know it's a cheesy cliche, but put your best foot forward and damn it, just live like your hair's on fire, man. That's it. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, earlier I just needed to get a good. I just needed to get a good cry out. You know, it's as much as I thought I knew I was, you know, as much as I thought I was going to be okay with it at the time, once I saw the message and once I got the call, I think it's just a state of finality. That formality that you know, all right, you know, it's over. The fight is over. But like I had told him before, when I visited him, fight your fucking brains out. Fight your fucking brains out. And if you cannot fight anymore, then just take over. We got it from here. And that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. He couldn't fight anymore. He fought his brains out. And we just took over the rest. You know, there's not much more that can be said about that. He's an amazing, great guy that will be sorely missed. Incredibly sorely missed. Man, you know, but I'm using this as a tool, though. To not be sad and look for doom and gloom, but to be happy to enjoy his life, that, you know, we can share and recount great memories. You know, because that's what he would have wanted, honestly. He would want us to kind of live it up and bust jokes and, you know, cap on him. And, you know, he was a big joker. He was a big joker for anybody that knew him. So, yeah, it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something, but you know, everybody will lean on everybody as far as that core support. You know, we all lean on each other. Brother in arms goes down, then we pick each other right back up. That's how it is. That's how it is when you lose someone, you know? So, all right, folks. Gotta check on out.